Okay, so this is the account snapshot. This is what you see when you first log in, and it's got the graph here showing the performance of the two different campaigns, and then down here you've got your best performing keywords, and you can see how many impressions they've got and how many clicks they've got, and also it shows you what percentage of your budget you've spent. And then going on to the campaign summary.
So here we've got our campaign summary. As you can see, we've got two campaigns: biscuits, rusks and cooks, and meats. So we just go into the first campaign. Here you can see all our ad groups. We just click on one of them. You can see all the keywords we've got underneath the ad group. And just go back. Again. And this is our second campaign, which is meats, showing all our different ad groups in the meat category. Just go into one of the ad groups. You can again see all the keywords we've got.
Just one thing about the keywords. We have chosen to have about 20 or so keywords per ad group. Originally we had about 200 keywords per ad group, but in fact we had to change this and create a lot more ad groups instead, so we could have much more targeted ads, which are up here. And the reason that they're more targeted is because there's only 20 keywords per ad group, and there's a different sort of ad per ad group then.
And that makes it better for deep linking as well. So when people search, it's a lot more specific. So they're going to go directly through to what they want instead of just a general homepage.
Yeah. So basically, we had to move everything up again to campaign level. Like these two were originally ad groups, but now they're campaigns. And when you go into them as the campaign, these are the ad groups, which were originally all part of the keywords, which was a problem because it wasn't targeted enough. But now they're in their own ad groups. You can also create ad variations, which allows you to do different versions of the ad that will show up in Google, which is up here. And Google pick, you can set it so Google pick the most successful one, and that's the one that will run the most based on click-through rates. And yeah, that's that. Also with the keywords, here, basically we used something called the AdWords editor, which is something that you download all of your keywords into, and it puts it all into exact match, which means if anyone's searching for these terms on Google, they'll have to put exactly that term in. This just means that you'll get much better CTR rates rather than people searching for things and it's not relevant for them.
And it's a lot more time saving as well, because you don't have to individually put the brackets around each separate keyword, and seeing as we've got over 400, that would be quite time consuming. So by doing that, it does it all for you and it's a lot easier, so it's recommended to get that.
So yeah, so this is the campaign, the newly set up campaign that's got over the main teething problem of the fact that we weren't targeted enough with just a couple of ad groups with so many keywords in, so now it's all split up. And yeah, that's about it. and that.
Okay, so looking at our how our campaign's performing now, if we go back onto the campaign summary page, we can see the two campaigns that are running at the moment. Our CTR for the biscuits section is quite good, that's 8%, and CTR for meats 3%. For CTR, anything around 2% would normally be considered quite good, but it obviously depends on what you're advertising. But these CTRs are quite high. The CTR stands for the click-through rate, which is the clicks over the rate of impressions. So at the moment we've had 12 clicks out of 149 impressions, and that's given us a percentage of 8%. And if we just go into meats, have a bit more detailed view. Here we can see the most searched ad group is the beef biltong with 500 impressions. So if we just go in there, see the most searched keyword. The most searched keyword we've got here is 480 impressions, and that's biltong. At the moment we've only got 12 clicks on this keyword, with an average position of 5.7. Now the CTR is a bit low, but the main problem we're experiencing is not a high enough impression rate because we're not spending enough of our budget. So what we might try and do is increase our average position, and this can be done through increasing the CPC, which is the cost per click, and also the quality score. And as you can see on here, our quality score is currently 8 out of 10. So the only way to really increase the average position is through increasing the CPC. So when you set up your keyword, you get a default CPC for all of the keywords, but what we've done here is set a CPC for each individual keyword. So I can go in and edit the CPC. So here for biltong, because we know it's got quite high impression, but we just want a better position, and increase it to 70 for CPC. So this basically means that the CPC is a maximum of 70. So if you've got a competitor bidding at 50 cents, you'll only bid 51 cents. You won't bid the full amount. This is your maximum setting. So hopefully now we should get a higher position, which will mean that hopefully the person searching is more likely to click on it, and our CTR will go up. One of the other adjustments we made to this ad group was ad variations. On the very first day we had quite this value here was quite high percentage, so this advert was displaying quite often but had quite a poor CTR, so we paused this at the beginning to ensure that the ad variations that were performing well had a high CTR were the ones most shown. And as you can see here, that this advert here is the best performing one, and I think it's been shown the most as well, with 208 impressions. So what else? One of the other problems that we're experiencing is that our overall impressions are quite low. So one of the next things we might need to do is increase the amount of ad groups, or maybe set up another ad campaign just to spend our budget. Because the problem with some of our search terms, first of all, they're exact matches, so we're only getting impressions on people that have specifically searched for Cook Sisters. We can broaden the search match on the keyword editor. And then hopefully we'll get a higher impression rate, but it's balancing that with the CTR that's the difficult thing, so we'll probably give an update when we manage to get that sorted.